Are you looking to get featured, get on podcasts, get featured in the media, be interviewed on TV? Well, you are in the right place. In today's video, I'm going to go over a platform called Qwoted. And this is a place for you to connect with reporters. So if you are a business owner, if you are an author, if you are a product-based business, this is something that you want to be thinking about in terms of growing your own visibility. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Bridget Aileen Cisco. I'm the co-founder of Visibility on Purpose. We are a media training company helping authors, small business owners, and product-based companies get featured in the media. So think TV, magazines, podcasts, interviews to help you grow and expand your brand. And let's be honest, you're doing some cool things and more people should know about it. So in today's video, I'm going to go over what is Qwoted. I'm going to go over some similar platforms that you might actually know about. We'll go over some pitching basics and why this is actually helpful for you as a business owner. So as I mentioned, Qwoted is a platform connecting reporters to PR pros and sources. So you can think about it as kind of a win-win, right? You have these reporters who are looking to write content. They're looking to put out pieces, develop segments on a specific topic based on the company or publication that they work for. And then you have you as a credible source to help them write this story. So some similar platforms that you might already be quite familiar with. HARO is probably the biggest one that you might know naturally. So HARO is Help a Reporter Out. And it's now switching to be called a platform called Connectively. But Help a Reporter Out essentially is this meeting ground, very similarly to Qwoted, of connecting a source, a credible source, an expert source with a reporter, a writer, a journalist, a producer who's looking to put out content and they need your help. So let's give an example. Let's say that you are a product-based company, your name is Betsy, and you run a company called Your Skin Within. And you sign up for HARO. It's totally free as of right now. You get 3 emails to your inbox and you notice a query for a Mind Body Green article. And this writer is looking to feature or have some commentary on holistic skincare companies and what they're doing for 2024. Perfect. Exactly what we're talking about, connecting you as expert authority with the reporter. Now, if you work for or with a big company, a big PR agency, they likely are already using one of the 2 I listed below. Prowly, Muckrack, very similar. Again, with this intention of connecting with media contacts, finding those contacts, learning about what's going on in the industry, helping you write those stories. So all of those are a little bit separate from what the small business owner might utilize. These platforms are much more expensive, where HARO and Qwoted are, just a bit more reasonable for a smaller business owner as is. And with HARO and Qwoted, they both have these free options. Now, we're not sponsored by either of these, but we just want to share some of the platforms that we love to share with our clients in Pitch Party and some of the things that we've found really helpful over the years. Okay, so why do you want to pitch in the first place? So obviously, what do we mean by pitching? We mean introducing your brand to the media, introducing a story to the media. And all of these things are with that end goal of growing your business, growing your brand, building authority and credibility. Because when you are sending out that pitch, you are basically claiming that you are an expert authority in that specific topic or on that specific, area of interest. And you've likely seen it. We have this on the Visibility on Purpose website. We have this on our own personal websites, bridgetaileen.com, lydiabagarosa.com, as seen in. Again, building authority and credibility for the things that we want to be known for. Now, another reason that you might want to get featured is for the SEO and link building capabilities. Now, I'm not going to go into that because that's not our area of expertise here at Visibility on Purpose, but just know that when you are getting featured, and especially editorial content, and they're backlinking to your website, it's really good for your brand. And last but not least, using past press as a way to get bigger placements. Now, this is something that Lydia does, and Lydia is my business partner. co-founder of Visibility on Purpose. She also has a PR agency. So for over a decade, she has been representing clients. She has gotten her clients featured in Oprah Magazine, Well and Good, Forbes, Mind Body Green, all the top tier level publications. And one thing that she does when she starts working with a company is leveraging their past press placements to get bigger placements. Because from the perspective of a journalist or from the perspective of a reporter, it's like those other publications have already done the vetting for you. So we love that. And, we go way deeper into this inside of our course Pitch Party, but today's purpose of this video is for you to learn how to use Qwoted. So we'll jump into that in a moment, but some reminders before you head over to Qwoted and start using it and setting up a profile. And these are the things that we go deeper into in Pitch Party anyway, but here's a little synopsis, right? So brand positioning. How is your brand positioned in the marketplace? Meaning, is it very clear what you do, what you stand for, and how you're different from others in your industry? So let's go back to our From Skin Within example. How is that company different from Olay? How is that company different from Maybelline and any other company that provides skincare? Right. So with this company, we're going to be focusing on holistic, natural kind of food-based remedies to use on the skin that are non-toxic, not adding a bunch of ingredients. So we would write a brand positioning statement and we'd probably include that into our pitches. Next thing we want to think about is, based on your company, you want to ask yourself, where do I want to be featured? What would make sense for my company? We were speaking at an event the other day, and one of the questions was, I've worked with past PR companies in the past, and this is a Canadian-based company, and she was like, yeah, they tried to get me on Good Morning Texas, but that's not even my audience, right? So you have to know what your target market is. And this is a great thing about when you're doing media outreach for yourself and for your own company, is that you are in control of where you're setting your sites, the contacts that you're curating, the lists that you're creating, the relationships that you're building. That is within your control. So understanding what your target is extremely important. Then thinking about, okay, what can you speak on? And this is one that trips a lot of business owners up because they're like, yeah, I've been doing this for so long, but what do I have to say? And sometimes this is when we need some prompting. Maybe we, have a course like Pitch Party that pulls it out of us. You ask a friend to pull it out of you, make it really easy. So what do you want coverage for? What would be those topics that would be helpful? If we're going back to your skin within example, we might say, how to make skincare not expensive, or how your latest skincare hack is hiding in your pantry, something like that. And we'd come up with a list of that, and we'd likely include those in our pitches. Building relationships with the media. This is something that Qwoted does so well. And I'm going to show you that in just a moment, because you have this ability to connect directly with the reporters. You can see their profiles. It's really, really cool. It's really in depth, and I'm excited to show you all. Now, if you're writing a traditional cold email pitch, you're going to be sending up that follow-up message. So it doesn't really apply for Qwoted, but just a good rule of thumb. Let's head over to Qwoted so you can see how it works. Okay, here we are on Qwoted. So it's already super visually appealing. First things first, you are going to head over and create an account. It is free to create an account, so that is simple. It's easy. You're going to put things in like your name, a professional headshot. You're going to add titles, aka what to call yourself. You'll also add things like your LinkedIn, your Twitter handle, and your website. Remember, in the media world, that LinkedIn and Twitter are some of the biggest platforms that you can use. Now, you'll see here that we're on the opportunities page, and let's just start by going back to one of our examples. So you can see that right here we have the companies that are looking for media features. We have the exact query that these reporters are looking for. We have the deadline, we have tags. Like, it's very, very simple. So let's type in beauty. Let's see what comes up here. You can see on the left-hand side of the page, there's a lot of different filtering options, which I love. See, like hashtags, everything. So we can see right here over to the right that Huffington Post is doing an article on makeup artists, 2190, Take One Daily Media. So you can tell right away what exactly the platform, what is the publication that is looking for expert commentary. You can see right away the query in the expert request. You can see the details of that request. And obviously, we're only going to be answering queries that we personally have information on. Now, as a reminder here, you're going to see things like free, and anything that doesn't have that little free thing means that you need the paid plan. So just like HARO is moving to, just like Muckrack and Prowly, there is a paid option here. It's something like $100 a month. So depending on, how important this is for you and your team, maybe you think about investing in that. Just as a reminder, we are not affiliated with Qwoted or anything like that. We're simply here just showing you how it works. So, I'm going to pretend that I am an esthetician, just like we talked about in our previous example. And they're telling me right here exactly who they're looking for. And I'm going to simply answer those questions. Now we go over exactly how to answer pitches and how to make sure that you are positioned correctly in our program Pitch Party, but everything is right here. You can also see the deadline, which is really important as you will not be able to submit after the deadline. And we'd be able to see exactly who the reporter is at the bottom if this was a paid account. Pretty cool, right? So let's head over to the reporters tab at the top. Now this is probably one of the things that we think is the most cool about Qwoted, because again, it's about building relationships with media contacts. So you can see right here, these are all media members who are actually already on Qwoted. They have accounts, they have their name there, you can see their Twitter handles, you can see where they're located, you can see the topics they're writing on. And just like we talk about with HARO, Qwoted is a great place to see what media is currently writing on, like what kind of pieces they're putting out, what kind of stories they're putting out. I'm going to go to Jessica Walrack, and this is because we know her. So we also have a podcast called Visibility Era, and we've actually interviewed Jessica. She shared her I think it was 3 or 4 best tips that get your pitches read. So definitely recommend that you do that. So we can see a little bit of information about Jess right here. We can see what she's an expert on. We can head over to her website. We can follow her on Twitter. We can connect with her on LinkedIn, and we can even see the publications that she's writing for, which is super helpful, right? Because if you really want to get on CNN, well, she's a good contact for you to have. You're also going to be able to see what kind of articles she's writing on. So most recent articles, most popular. Amazing, right? And here's just like a little mind map of the topics that she writes on. So if you are a financial planner, a certified financial advisor, whatever it might be, this would be a great fit for you. So you can see right here that Qwoted is so well done. I'm really impressed with it. If we have sent pitches out, we'll be able to easily find them, which is such an upgrade from HARO. But this is a resource for you to be using. And we really, really recommend that you use this, especially if you're starting to build your press trail. Pitch Party teaches you how to actually send the pitches, how to find more contacts, how to get into top tier media publications, and how to leverage that media for more to come. So if you've liked this video, please let us know. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel, send this video to a friend. We'll see you soon.